If you want to learn how to start an LLC in Pennsylvania, you're in the right place. Now, every state has slightly different rules when it comes to forming an LLC. Pennsylvania is one of the largest economies in the country and has an excellent business climate. Stick around to learn what the steps are to form your own limited liability company in Pennsylvania. To get an LLC, you can either do it yourself or hire someone to do it for you. If you're going the DIY route, there are 5 steps total to forming your LLC in Pennsylvania. Step number 1, name your LLC. Do you already have a name for your business? You'll need to search through the business name database that's kept on file with the Pennsylvania Secretary of State to make sure it isn't already taken. Every state has its own rules about what kinds of names you're allowed to use in order to form your LLC. In general, you'll want to check that it's not easily confused with another business name on file. For example, Bear Claw LLC and Bear Claw LLC are not easily distinguishable. And you'll need to add either limited liability company, LLC, or LLC with periods in between each letter to your business's name. There are also certain words that may require additional paperwork, such as insurance, trust, bank, and Inc. Lastly, though this isn't a requirement of getting an LLC, you'll probably want to grab the domain name of your business name so that no one else gets it first. Step number 2, file the certificate of organization. Pennsylvania requires you to file the certificate of organization with the Secretary of State, either online or by mail. It will cost you $125 to file. Make sure to include the name of your proposed LLC, the physical address of your Pennsylvania office, the designated registered office, which we'll talk about in a moment, and how your LLC will be managed. A member-managed LLC usually has a small number of members, and those members are all managers. They're able to be involved in the day-to-day business operations. On the other hand, a manager-managed LLC typically has a large number of members who don't want to be involved in the day-to-day decisions. Step number 3, choose a registered office. Having a registered office with a Pennsylvania address is a requirement for forming an LLC in Pennsylvania. A registered office refers to the official address that will accept all legal papers and mail. These documents can include regulatory and tax notices, subpoenas, correspondence, and legal filings. Your registered office cannot be a PO box. It must be a physical address within the state of Pennsylvania. You can use a commercial registered office provider, usually known as a registered agent, which will act as the registered office on your behalf. Step number 4. Create an operating agreement. Though Pennsylvania doesn't legally require you to maintain an operating agreement and file it with the Secretary of State, it is still an important step to forming your LLC. An operating agreement records your LLC setup, organizational structure, daily duties, and general rules. It defines the roles and responsibilities of all LLC members, including the percentage of ownership allocated to each member, how profits will be distributed, and how decisions will be made. It's the core document of your business, and it can help you prevent future misunderstandings. There are usually 6 main sections to an operating agreement. Section 1, Organization, describes when and where a company is created, who its members are, and how ownership is structured. Section 2, Management and Voting. Just like it sounds, it outlines how the company is managed and how the members vote. Section 3, Capital Contributions. Which members are financially supporting the LLC and how more funds plan to be raised in the future. Section 4, Distributions. How the company's profits and losses are distributed among the members. Section 5, Membership Changes. The process for adding or removing members of the LLC, or if and when members can transfer their ownership shares. And Section 6, Dissolution, explains the circumstances in which the LLC may be dissolved. Your operating agreement is a living document that should be updated each time there's a change in the membership or management of your company. Step number 5, apply for an EIN. Your employer identification number is like a social security number specifically for your business. It's a 9-digit number assigned by the IRS to identify taxpayers who are required to file business tax returns. An EIN from the IRS is a requirement in Pennsylvania for any LLC that has more than 1 member, has employees, or files taxes as a corporation. It's also necessary if you want to open a business bank account, apply for a business loan, and pay your business income taxes. EINs are free, and you can get one from the IRS either online or by mail. And that's how to form an LLC in Pennsylvania. Note that your tax requirements will vary depending on how your LLC is set up. In addition to potential corporate tax filings, you may be required to file personal income taxes. It's important to make sure you remain up to date with all Pennsylvania tax guidelines and understand which deductions you may be entitled to take as a member of an LLC. If forming an LLC on your own sounds like too much of a headache, you can always go with option number 2. Hiring a service to take care of your Pennsylvania LLC for you. Though it may cost you more money than doing it yourself, there are a lot of benefits to hiring a pro like Tailor Brands. Our LLC service will take care of your formal application, get your EIN for you, create your operating agreement in your terms, and act as your registered agent. So you can rest easy knowing that your paperwork is taken care of, deadlines are met, and your privacy is protected. If you have any more questions about forming a Pennsylvania LLC, you can check out the link to our blog post in the video description below. Don't forget to visit the Tailor Brands website and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more information on how to successfully build your business from scratch. We can't wait to see what you create.